second night I've dreamt about you, babe. I don't know how I should tell you, babe, that lately I get lost thinking about you. I admit that I can't be without you. The air that I breathe doesn't mean nothing if you're not here, giving me something I can hold on to. Baby, please don't leave. Give me life, I need you. Hold me close, I want to.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is Monday and we are in the last week of radiation, which is super exciting. My last session of radiation will be a week from today because I think it was last Monday was a holiday, so that's why it's ending next Monday, but I'm really looking forward to being done. And I already had my session for today, and the song of the day for radiation today, it was requested by my friend Emily, and she requested Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Martin Gaye. And this friend Emily, so I have two friends Emily, so this friend Emily, we've been friends since we were babies. Our moms are friends, so yeah, that's the song she chose. And so I went to radiation, that went well, and now I am back in the condo because it is super hot outside, and I was gonna go to the grocery store with my mom because I was feeling a little bit better, but it's really hot outside and really humid, and like the humidity, like I don't do very well with humidity, so I'm staying inside. And also I have to do my IVIG today. If you're new to my channel and don't know, I also have an autoimmune disease. It's called myasthenia gravis. So it's basically muscle weakness in all voluntary muscles of your body. So arms, legs, facial muscles, swallowing, chewing, breathing, weakness in your eyes, that kind of thing. So I am still continuing with my regular treatments for that while I'm going through cancer treatment. So one of my treatments is IVIG. So I used to go to the hospital for this, but when I started university 4 years ago, I started doing subcutaneous IVIG, which you can administer yourself at home. And what you do is you put in needles through like the subcutaneous fat. So I was doing it in my stomach for a while, but because of all the surgeries, I had to switch to my legs. So currently that is going down. So this is the pump, and this is the blood product. It's immunoglobulin. And these are the needles. So I just have an ice pack because one's a bit irritated, and that helps. I'm gonna shower after this, and then a home care nurse is supposed to come today to change my PICC line dressing. And then later tonight I'm gonna try to make it to the online support group meeting. I've missed a couple. So I'm a part of a support group meeting for a support group for women with gynecological cancers. And because of all this radiation and everything and being in the hospital, I've missed a couple, so hopefully I can make it to that if I'm not too tired. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let's get this last week done. So today is Tuesday. I had my support group meeting last night, and then after that we watched some more Scandal, and that was pretty much it. So the nurse is actually coming today to change my dressing, so just waiting on that. I had my radiation this morning, and I thought I would mention the song of the day. So it's requested by my friend Maya, and the song is Smile by Nat King Cole. And she said she chose this song because it's her favorite song. So that was the song, and I had my radiation already, and then we came back, and then a little after that we went to Farm Boy to just pick up some groceries, and it's not too far of a walk, so I wanted to go. And now I'm back and I am exhausted, so I'm just gonna take the rest of the day to just chill and relax and probably watch some more Scandal. We're gonna have some tacos for dinner tonight, so that'll be exciting. So that's about it for right now.
Never roll back, I won't go back. Don't wanna waste time with you. Wanted you so bad, didn't hold back, and now I can't forget you. You've got me climbing mountains in my head. Tell me all the little things you never said. And it's clear to see your love for me is dead. And I want you to know I'ma let you go. What you said to me before, now I know that you know limits of you. Sort of feels like we lost what we knew, and I don't wanna last in these moments with you. Like I'm just a past life for you, and I'm just
So I'm just about to send my last paper for my university degree, and it's finally time. So I'm gonna hit the send button. Yay! I finished.
Good job, Dexter. Proud of ya.
It's been a rough week. So I didn't really vlog much on Wednesday or Thursday. Today's Friday. Wednesday I was feeling really off and there was a lot of tears on Wednesday. I'm just feeling like very done with this. I think it's normal to feel like treatment fatigue, where you've been doing treatment for so long and you just want to be done and you're just so over it at this point. And I think especially too since my radiation was delayed a week because of being in the hospital and everything. So originally it was supposed to be only 5 weeks and now we're going into the 6th week. It's a lot mentally and physically. I knew it was going to be a lot physically, but mentally it's been hard. And like I said, there was lots of tears, but I got it out. And we had Chick-fil-A on Wednesday night because that cheered me up, and it's gonna be like probably the last time we have Chick-fil-A for a while because we don't have one like near where I live. And then on Wednesday I also had kind of a busy day or a long day, so my radiation wasn't until like I think it was at 1:30 or 40, which is later than usual. And then after that, because it was Wednesday, I had to see my radiation oncologist for the last time through this radiation cycle. So I'll see him again at some point. I think we're gonna do a phone call in November just to see like where I'm at, so I don't have to come back to the hospital just for that one appointment, which will be really nice. But I saw his fellow and she was saying that it's like it's completely normal for people to feel so tired, like it catches up to you like at the last week of radiation. After that I went down and got my PICC line bandage changed because I think I mentioned this earlier this week. So I think it was Monday, the home care nurse was supposed to come because you're supposed to get it changed every week, so you can't wait past 7 days, or they don't like to wait past 7 days, and you need to like have it cleaned and everything. So like they take off all of the bandaging, and then there's like a clip that like keeps the PICC line in place, and they have to like rub it down, and they have to use sterile gloves. So they were supposed to come on Monday, and it got to be at 9 p.m. and they hadn't come. So I called, and they said, oh yeah, they're coming tomorrow, and it was for a PICC line dressing. So they come on Tuesday. She changed the dressing, but the nurse didn't bring the proper dressing. So like I mentioned, there's like a clip that they have to change to keep the line in place so it doesn't like fall out and wiggle around. So they didn't end up changing that, and they're supposed to like really clean it well because you can get like a lot of dried blood and stuff on it, and they only used like one swab and there was still lots of blood on it, and they basically just changed the sticker. So I was feeling really upset about it because I was afraid that I was going to get another infection because it wasn't cleaned properly. So anyways, long story short, I went to one of the nurses at Princess Margaret, and she changed the whole dressing for me. So that was a little bit stressful. Then yesterday, which was Thursday, I was feeling a bit better. I went to radiation, and then I didn't do a whole lot. I just kind of rested because I was feeling really tired, and I was also waiting on an email from my professor about citations for my paper. That was like literally the last thing I needed to do for the paper. So as you saw, I finished the paper and I submitted it. So I am now officially done my undergrad, which is really exciting. And to celebrate, we got some cookie dough, and they didn't have the kind that I usually get. I tried the Oreo one. It wasn't my favorite, but we still got some, and we watched some more Scandal, and that's pretty much everything. Oh, I also had a phone call yesterday morning with the creator of this charity. As you see the cap that I'm wearing. So when I was at the hospital the other day, I found out about this charity organization that provides a free toque to cancer patients, and it's one of those charities that if you buy some of their merchandise or if you give a donation, that is how they're able to give back and give these hats to cancer patients. And what I really loved about this is backwards. So the whole premise behind this being backwards and being kind of hard to read. So it says tough SOB on it. So you can probably guess what the acronym is, but the whole premise around it being so light and subtle and like kind of hard to see like far away, and it being backwards, is it's a subtle reminder to the cancer patient just themselves that when they look in the mirror, they can be reminded that they're a tough SOB. So I thought that was really cool, and I reached out because they have an ambassador program. So I was talking to the founder of the charity organization, and I'm going to be an ambassador. So if you want to help support this wonderful charity, they are located in Canada, but you can still order a hat for yourself. They have sweaters and t-shirts, both men and women sizes. If you want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description below, or you can just send a donation. If you do live outside of Canada, you can still buy, like I said, the merchandise, but there will be shipping. But if you want to check it out, like I said, I'll leave it linked in the description. So the other thing I wanted to say was I haven't really been listening to my songs, but I thought I would mention the ones for this week. and I will go back and listen to them, I think either today or maybe on the weekend. But one of them was requested by my cousin Jill, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of this song, so I'll just put it up on the screen here. But it's a song that reminds her of Iceland, I believe. She went to Iceland a few years ago and she said it was the best trip and her favorite place, and it just like reminds her of that happy time, and she says it's a very upbeat song, so that's why she requested that one. And then my friend Chelsea, she requested Cruise Control by Ben Kessler. Okay, the reason why she chose this song was it's a really good song. It's all about the extremes you face in life and how even though you don't have a clue where you're going, you're safe to know you'll end up in a safe place, which is really cool. And then my other friend Sarah from university, so I have two friends Sarah, one from high school and one from university, she requested Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. So she said, I chose this song for two reasons. One, my most vivid childhood memory is playing this song on repeat when my aunt would take all my siblings and cousins when we were younger to a farm around autumn time to go pumpkin picking, and it always reminds me of the happiest of feelings. So I hope this song makes you feel as on top of the world as we felt singing at the top of our lungs in the car. And the second reason, this song would always play at the Brock hockey games and homecoming games. So whenever I hear this song, it reminds me of Brock and therefore reminds me of you, because that is where we met. So that is why she chose that song. So probably gonna listen to those later and catch up. But yeah, that means only one more song to go. So the one that was requested by Sarah is today's, Chelsea's was yesterday, and then Jill's was on Wednesday. So lots of great songs.
Even though you needed a new lover, even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. There's a reason that you shouldn't bother trying to find another, trying to find some kind of time of going under. You know I'm still your lover and I'm here and I'm trying to plead and you're pushing me away, but it will be okay. Can't you see that I'm everything you need and you're gonna be okay, just as long as you are here in my head. With our clothes all circling the cold fire, we can see the whole world, we can see the stars. And even though our whole lives we've been told what we can know we can do, we can be above the world. Even though you needed a new lover, even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. That's the reason that you shouldn't bother trying to recover when you're trying to keep it undercover. You know that I will always be your lover and you ain't never gonna find another that's like me. Can't nobody be like me, can't nobody ever mean everything you know I mean. And you know I'll be here, I'll be here, I'll be here, I'll be here. With our clothes all circled in the cold fire, we can see the whole world, we can see the stars. And even though our whole life we've been told what we can know we can do, we can be above the world.
today is Monday. I actually didn't vlog on the weekend because I had a pretty rough weekend. So on Saturday, I think this whole last week has just really gotten to me, both mentally and physically. I'm exhausted in both ways. So Saturday I felt kind of like I got hit by a truck, so I stayed in my pajamas all day, did my IVIG and just rested. And then on Sunday I attempted to go out. We wanted to go to this little cafe that we thought served food, but they didn't, so we were trying to look around for another spot to go, and we were looking at menus and like nothing really appealed to me at a lot of the patios and everything, and like there was quite a few people, and I guess that like Sunday's probably not the best day to go if you don't want to be around too many people. So we were gonna keep walking, but I was just exhausted, and I was exhausted to begin with. So we just kind of walked around and then ended up coming back with nothing, and I had a huge meltdown because I just feel like I'm not living, I'm just existing through all of this. And I know it'll probably be better when I go home and I'll have some time to relax. So today is the last day of radiation. I get to ring the gong. So at my hospital, I don't know if this is what it's like at every hospital, but they have, it's similar to like the bell that you ring for chemo, but it's like a gong. So they give you like something to hit the gong when you're done your treatment. So I'm gonna get my mom to film that because I think it'll just be nice to have that as a memory. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna get emotional because this has been a long, drawn out 6 weeks, and like I said before, it was only supposed to be 5 weeks, but then I had that infection. It's gonna be a big day. My appointment's not until like 2 something, which is really late. Like that's the latest appointment I've ever had. So we're just waiting around until we can go to the hospital. And then after that, if I'm feeling okay, I think we're gonna go to the Swiss Chalet patio, which is like right down the street from the hospital. That one's very spaced out, and I think we're gonna just celebrate and get some appetizers, and then probably come back and pack up our stuff because we're leaving tomorrow. So originally I was supposed to see my oncologist tomorrow at 3:30. So actually the first scheduled appointment was supposed to be at 1:30, but then it changed in my portal to 3:30. So I just called them this morning and asked if there was any way that I could get an earlier appointment, because we have to check out of this place at 11 and they don't do like extensions. So they actually moved my blood work appointment to 10 a.m. and my appointment with my oncologist to 11:15. So it'll be a bit of a mad dash in the morning, but I'm glad that I don't have to wait like 4 hours or something to see the doctor and then go home and it'd be like 6 o'clock at night. So that's pretty much the update. I have one more song to listen to today, so I will share that. It was requested by my mom's friend Diane, and let me see what it's called. So it's called I Run for Life by Melissa Etheridge, and I forgot to ask her why she chose that song, but I've never heard it before, but I think it's gonna be a good song to end off radiation.
Now you try to hide, but I see how you think of me when you're asleep. How you keep wanting to what we could be. So go find another one, even though we're not fun. Yeah, you can love another one because in their eyes, you wish you were looking in mine. You wish
we got some ice cream. I got the key lime sorbet with 70% dark chocolate and cotton candy bits. And then what'd you get?
Cookies and cream
With?
dark chocolate.
So that's it. I'm finished radiation. And I got a little teary-eyed when I was leaving, but I am happy that it's over. And one of my favorite radiation therapists actually came out and handed me the paddle, and she cheered me on, which was so nice of her. And I think that's like the only thing I'm gonna miss is all of the radiation therapists. They were so kind, and I got to know some of them pretty well. And I think it's nice when, you know, you're going through that much treatment to have the same, you know, healthcare workers, whether it's like radiation therapists, nurses, you know, because it's really nice to develop like those relationships and, you know, talk about something else other than radiation, and when they're like happy to see you every day. So yeah. So after that we went to the Swiss Chalet patio and we had some appetizers to celebrate, and then we went to that place that we usually get the cookie dough. It's actually like an ice cream place, so I got some dairy-free sorbet and my mom got some ice cream, and we enjoyed that outside. And now we're back in the condo, and my mom is starting to pack up some of the stuff because my appointments tomorrow are pretty early. So yeah, I get to go home tomorrow, which is really exciting, and I've been looking forward to that this whole last week, because this last week has been the hardest, and I'm just really excited to go home. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And this is the last radiation week in my life, so we got 9 rounds of chemo left, so still quite a long way to go, but we'll get there. So I will see you in the next one.